What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So for this horror trailer review, we are looking at the trailer for Skillhouse. Trapped influencers are dying for attention. This trailer just dropped just a day ago, so this was just yesterday this trailer dropped. I have seen a teaser on this. It was only about a 30-second teaser, so I didn't do a previous video on it because it was fairly short. Now, if you haven't heard of this film, it does star or does have in it 50 Cent or Curtis Jackson. If you don't know who that is, rapper. I don't know, he's not much of a rapper anymore. He's really I don't want to say left that industry or that part of his career behind him. I think for the most part he's moved more towards into acting. So he's in this film. So we're going to step into this article, see what the details are that we have for this. Then we're going to jump into the trailer. So the Skillhouse looks like Saw 2 for the influencer generation, which makes sense since writer-director Josh Stolberg co-wrote Jigsaw, Spiral, and Saw 10. Skillhouse goes viral in theaters July 11th from Phantom Entertainment. You can watch the first 9 minutes now on Gen TV, which we're not doing. We're just going to be watching this trailer. Curtis, but I will put the link for this article in the description of this video. So if you want to click on that link and go watch the first 9 minutes, you can do so. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson stars alongside social media sensations Bryce Hall and Hannah Stocking, Neil McDonough, McCary McCausland, and combat sports fighter Paige Van Zandt. Round out the cast. Shot in legendary Sway House, where many internet personalities rose to fame, the film follows 10 influencers who are lured into a sinister content house and forced to compete in lethal social media challenges, because in Skillhouse, clout isn't just currency, it's survival. Skillhouse has been a revolutionary film project from the outset, one that is thrilling and compelling for anyone on social media and horror fans of all ages, said Gen TV founder and producer Ryan Kavanaugh. The project is right for the times and breaks barriers by leveraging the power and appeal of influencers and immerses them into the story. I have a feeling, and I know we did a previous trailer review on a film where it was something very similar. We had a bunch of influencers trapped in a house. They had to stay there overnight, and it was a matter of, whoever survives, right? Very much of a House on Haunted Hill type aspect, where we're locking you in here. Can you survive the whole night? If you can, you get paid $1 million. I'm not saying that's what this newer story was about, but I'm starting to see an increase in horror films where they're playing off of the influencer aspect and the social media aspect. We also did a trailer for a horror film. Again, the name escapes me, but it's in the playlist, where we have a bunch of influencers who are being haunted or being tracked by some demonic entity that attacks them or gets a hold of them through the devices, like it's the computer, the tablet, the cell phone, and they're doing it through social media platforms because they know these influencers are constantly on these social media platforms. So I'm wondering now with this film, again, this would be the third film that we've done a trailer review on, I'd say in the past 4 to 5 months, where I'm starting to see an uptick in social media influencer horror films. I'm wondering now if this is going to be a new trend that we're going to see, where somewhere along the line, someone's going to say, we have a new subgenre called influencer horror or social media horror, something of that nature. So I'm hoping that's not the case, because I don't know how many different ways you can tell a story about social media influencers, bringing them into a house and then, seeing who survives, right? I think that's just going to get pretty mundane, and it's just going to be a lot of rinse and repeat. Social media permits our society today, and influencers have changed the dynamics of how many choose the brands they purchase and the content they consume, added Phantom CEO Ray Nutt. The brilliant Skillhouse concept, it's ripe for exploration on screen and is a success story in leveraging innovative ways to reach audiences and engage with them. So we have the trailer here. Okay, we do have a movie poster. It fits the theme as far as for social media influencers. You have the various platforms or pics in the back, these cell phones on the ground, which most people spend a lot of their time on as far as when it comes to social media. It's a very busy poster, but again, I would expect that for a film such as what's been described and what it's being called. So I think that might be okay. That is the end of the article. So we're gonna get back to the top like we always do. So I imagine this is going to be in the trailer. He doesn't look like he's doing too well. Doesn't look like he's gonna make it out of this one. So he might be one of the first ones killed off. Not too sure who he is or what part he's playing in the film. Again, maybe we'll find out in the trailer. All right, so let's pull up the trailer and see what they're going to give us.
This might be my last post ever.
You should have posted more.
What the? Is anybody hurt?
Hey, do you see a clasp on this?
This isn't my phone.
It's not coming off.
We're all connected. We're all influencers. We all have millions of followers.
Maybe our managers did it?
No, this is fucked up. This is my manager. I'm firing the bitch.
Doesn't your mom manage you?
Yeah.
Good news. The house is stocked with my branded water. So somebody has taste.
Water has no taste, Mo, especially not your water.
It's a party, bitches. Shit.
Wait, what the fuck?
Here's the rules. If you try to leave the grounds of the house, you die. If you call for help, you will die. Whoever has the fewest amount of likes, you will die.
And that's my cue. Is no one else coming?
I'm gonna see how it goes for you.
Is she dead?
Pretty sure.
There's always a loophole, a way out.
So what is it?
No one posts.
Where's Kirsten?
What the fuck are you doing?
Nothing. Oh no, bitch.
Whoever's doing this scrubbed our accounts.
She's right. I don't have any followers.
I had 33 million.
We're running out of time.
I'm a killer, then I perfect it.
I'll do any dare. Any dare.
Shout out to all my bitches for tuning in.
About asking for help.
Using blood for clickbait?
We want to live, we need to form an alliance.
What if one of them were to lose their phone?
I'll let you run me with baby oil.
Glad to see you're all collaborating with everybody but me.
I'll be on your team.
Am I the one you expected? Killer, then I perfect it.
There has to be a better explanation than 50 Cent wants us dead if we don't get clicks and views.
Like, video?
Hey, no, don't do that.
Put your pencils down.
Is there a problem, officer?
Let's have some fun.
Then I perfect it.
I'm sorry. Let me help.
Back away from me!
God, you're sad.
I hope you die next.
A killer, then I perfect it.
What's happening?
The ceiling fan challenge.
What?
So it's a very interesting trailer, very interesting concept for a film. Definitely, I can see. I mean, the writer. Let me go back and see that one of the writers for Saw was involved in this. Let's go back and take a look. Yeah, writer, director, the one that Josh, who co-wrote Jigsaw, Spiral, Saw 10. So you can see the Saw influences here, especially in that last scene where he's tied up and you see this axe or something swinging from the ceiling fan and he has to dodge him while he's blindfolded. I mean, we've seen that challenge, that social media challenge across platforms, I'm sure, where you're blindfolded and someone throws like a water bottle or something and you have to try and dodge it while you're blindfolded. Now obviously in that picture we saw on the article, that was fake. He wasn't injured because we saw in the trailer he was just trying to use that. So it seems to be the biggest thing here is don't leave the house, don't call the police, and their social media followers, their likes, their accounts have been wiped down to zero. And really this film seems to be about who can ever garner either the most likes or followers won't be killed for that moment or will continue to survive, and whoever has the least amount will die. And then we can see that they're willing to just do anything for likes. very, very on point, hits the nail on the head when it comes to a lot of social media, these bigger influencers out there who, especially the ones that do IRLs, that will do anything for clicks, for followers, for donations. So that's pretty interesting concept. And I also thought it was interesting that even in the film, 50 Cent is in fact 50 Cent. It's not like he's some random person. He's pretty much just playing himself in the film. They do make that call out in the trailer. I see this being just a very much I don't want to say teen slasher, but it's going to be one of those where it's just, again, you've heard me say this before, like a popcorn flick. The story's pretty basic, pretty simple, and it's just going to boil down to how great the kills are going to be. And there's going to be, obviously, we saw in there some, I don't want to say forced comedy, but some black comedy in here inserted throughout the film as well. So I don't know if I'm calling this more of a modern day slasher, heavily influenced by Saw, gonna be black comedy, and again, just a basic storyline as to who's going to come out as the survivor, because I don't see any of these individuals coming out as a group and somehow getting, they get a hold of 50 Cent and capture him and kill him, because we do see he's possibly working with somebody else besides the police officer that showed up as well. So interesting take. Probably will just be a rental for me. Won't be going to theaters to see this one. I'll be passing. I'll wait for either streaming or just a rental. I'll spend $4.99. I won't spend a full ticket price for this one. So drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the film Skillhouse. Pretty much we have a house full of influencers trying to survive with whoever gets the most likes. So let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Later.